Tell me, are you, are you, are you, are you something from a dream or something that I made up? Questions that I ask every time I wake up.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to my vlog. I'm going to try to do this as often as possible. Let me take this off because it's not charged. To kind of give you a behind the scenes on my current releases. I used to do this back when I first started writing, and I kind of got away from it. So I wanted to come back to it this year just so I can provide readers with kind of an insight of the method to my madness, if you will, to my books. Today we'll be discussing my current release. You still messing with what's his name? I really had fun writing this book. So the inspiration behind this book, I would say it was like the baby mama, baby daddy drama, baby mama 2 versus baby mama 1 type situation. But I kind of didn't want it to sit there in that narrative. In this book, it was important for me to show growth and the importance of how co-parenting can really work when the adults are putting the kids first and everybody is kind of trying to move on and maturing, but don't get it twisted. It's a lot of drama and it's a lot of mess in this book. So in the beginning, I'm going to let you know right now, you're not going to like Caleb. I did my best to kind of not go too far back into their story because for the sake of not having my girl Jelissa look stupid, you know, your readers be saying that like she always look, these females be looking stupid in these books. So I really did my best to start the story at what I believe to be an intricate place to where it starts to transition. So kind of to give the reader a feel of what she's been dealing with, but I didn't want them to go through all the stuff that she took from Caleb for the sake of, again, maintaining her character and her character arc. The book is so long because I actually I deepen each character arc. I was trying to cut it off at like 80K because I'm just like, I was trying to meet my deadline, but I reached out to my publisher and explained to him what was going on. He was like, cool, say less, take your time. So I was able to actually, you know, let the story continue to flow. And with that, I was able to bring closure to each character, their storyline. And I was like, I love this story. I was very proud of myself. And so with Caleb and Jelissa, it's just like, you know, how as women sometimes we stay too long, but when we get tired, we're tired. And so she does make what she feels like the best decision for her. And Caleb started crashing out. Ain't that just like some men? You get them chance after chance. She's sitting here trying to push him, motivate him, try to, you know, she sees greatness in him. She sees that he has more to him than just the streets. And so he is in college, you know, he's getting his barber license. So she's pushing him, she's motivating him. And so it's just like, you know, he caught up in the streets. He liked that his ego getting stroked in the club. He got his homeboys around him. So it's a lot of things contributing and like fanning the flames, if you will, on his behavior. And so she gets tired. My girl gets tired. And so she finds she works at a credit union in Houston. The owner, he's been liking her, you know what I'm saying? They call each other like a little work husband, but they ain't never crossed any lines. She ain't never paid him attention. She loved her man. And so when she does finally walk away from Caleb, she finally gives Iyon a chance, and he just that boss. He come from money, but he make his own money. He owns a credit union. He owns Airbnbs. I mean, he just like, he giving it. He definitely bringing that BDE that y'all love. So y'all gonna like that part of him. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to I'm new to this, so I'm gonna do my best to try to edit this because I'm like at work. So I'm trying to do this like between calls. Okay, so back to Jelissa, and before I go back into Iyon, let me go back to Jelissa and Caleb. Now with their story, what I did make sure I did with their storyline, their character arcs, is kind of give you like those flashbacks of, you know, like their favorite songs, the time when times were good, because that does come into play. That's going to be very, very important. So I did want to show you that it wasn't all bad, like in all relationships. It's not all bad all the time. But sometimes when one person is growing and the other one is not, it does cause issue. It does cause a break in the relationship. And so that's basically what it was. She kind of like was ready to elevate above that street life, that hood mentality. And so that's where they basically start to clash a bit. And so let's go back to her and Iyon. So with Iyon, he gonna give it to y'all. Y'all gonna love him in the beginning. He gonna be giving it, baby. And so with Iyon, he is a sociopath. So that's gonna be interesting how y'all see that unfold, because I wrote about some crazy characters. If you read my book, you know how my men, they like to, you know, they like to go down through there. But with Iyon, it was more subtle. And so I think I did very good of kind of showing you guys one side of him and then him flipping. And it's really going to be a surprise to you guys. And it was a surprise to Jelissa. So everything ain't always what it seems. Sometimes that grass just ain't greener on the other side. But you'll get the chance to see if she's willing to put up with Iyon's, you know what I'm saying, with what he got going on. Because, I mean, it did start off with them good too, and it's kind of a new relationship. So you'll see if she's willing to put in the work with something new, or does she want to still try to, you know, is Caleb, she gonna let Caleb break her down, win her back. Okay, so I'm back. I be having to pause this because I'm working. But anyway, so with Iyon, like I said, he is a sociopath, but I also give you an insight into his backstory of why he is the way he is too. His parents really kind of molded who he is back when they were in the streets. Now they all poison. You know how people, once they change their life around, they get old or whatever, or they elevate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They try to act like that part of them don't exist. So that's basically what they do. And so Iyon has a brother and a sister, and so his brother, his sister's away in the Marines, so you guys won't really hear much from her outside of phone calls. But Elijah does come down from New York. He's an attorney, because y'all know why he come down. I tell y'all why. But he comes down from New York, and he kind of, like, you know, he checks his parents, he checks Iyon. I mean, it's a lot going on. There's a lot of layers to the book, I would say that. But everything gets resolved. You'll get to meet my girl, Malia. Now, she's a boss. She's a project developer. She's doing her thing in Houston, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, she get with Caleb. And, you know, she kind of gets into this competition with Jelissa. Once Caleb finds out she's pregnant, it's like a flip switch in him. It's like Caleb. I mean, it's like all about his child, which there's nothing wrong with that. He really was trying to make sure he's in his child's life. And so that was very important to him, to be present, not to be a deadbeat dad. And so she kind of felt like she's getting put on the back burner, and it's all about his kid. And so that causes some complications in their relationship, and she has to make some hard choices. What I love about Malia is, you got one time to show my baby girl you don't want her, baby. She gonna move around. She does go through a phase where she forgets kind of who she is, because she really does love Caleb. And that happens sometimes when you get in a relationship. You fall in love with a man or whatever, or woman, whatever. You fall in love and you find yourself changing or compromising because you love them, and tolerating more than you deserve. And so my girl checked that, though. She checks that. So y'all gonna be proud of her. And who else do we have? Trina. Y'all not gonna like her. I'm not gonna even get into her. Y'all not gonna like her. That's Jelissa's best friend. So you're not gonna like her. So, but I do kind of after her stuff is over, you kind of won't really hear about her anymore, because she served her purpose. But in the epilogue, I do give you guys closure and update on her as well. So all in all, I really just hope you guys enjoy the story. Make sure you like, share, comment, leave honest reviews. I'm really curious to find out what you guys think. I was not expecting to write a book over 100K. It was on my vision board, but I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, because I was about to pass out at 45K, 65K. Like, those are the normal range of my books, maybe 72. But actually hitting 100K and exceeding that kind of blew my mind. So either way, I am proud of myself. That was a personal accomplishment for me. And so I'm kind of switching things up with my brand. With I'm still trying to perfect my writing. I'm still trying to find my blueprint, my vein of what works for me. And so while maintaining like true to my writing style, but I do want to reflect my growth, because y'all see the books back here. I'm revamping my office, so y'all just excuse it for right now. But yeah, I have a lot of different things that I'm going to be doing this year, and I want to go ahead and I'm going to do these vlogs so I can bring you guys behind the scene of kind of what goes on, the things you guys don't see. I'm going to try to show you that it's not easy writing a book. It's really hard to write a book, put your passion, it's a very vulnerable